Cancer, welcome to your bonus in-depth reading that is yours and theirs. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. Like always with yours and theirs, take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse those energies as you see fit. More so with yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. Having said that, your person that I say on this board today, might be about or include the energies of a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, ex of 5 years ago. It's pretty common, right? You know what else is common? Energies that relate to work, family, friendship, goals, spiritual development. I'm just saying make space for it because there's a good chance it'll come up in some way, right? But going back to the main point, take it resonates, leave it does not. What's going on for Cancer? What's going on for Cancer? The Knights of Cups, the Magician, and the Two of Cups. Oh, that's very lovely. The Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, Six of Cups. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Lovers. Overview. I'm sorry, I had to give a little chuckle. I was like, where are you going to take that, love, honey? Where are you going to take that? And you're like, oh, I've got plans. And I was like, oh, good. I was like, I got plans. I got plans for that. I got plans for that ace. Yeah, I was ready to say, I want you to put that beautiful energy you're showing me into something that you understand is worthy of you, please. Because it looks like you have a couple of choices here. I just want you to make the choice that's right for you. Because like I said, you're showing me such a beautiful sense of self. You're turned on, honey. You're passionate. You're alive. And you're like, yeah, I know. I feel it. And you are. Knights of Cups, the Magician, that's lovely, that's light, it's fluid, it's flowing outside of you. You're radiating a certain level of softness and attraction. I mean, that's all here. It's like I want to attract and I want to be attracted. I want to be turned on and I want to give this energy to somebody too. It would be great. You're looking so lovely and romantic, but it's not without aim or purpose. It's the Two of Cups. You're like, I want to bond with somebody, And I like how you didn't make it all fancy, at least for now, with the Two of Cups. You're like, I want to be equal in this. I want to feel the same thing with somebody who feels the same thing for me, more or less. I just want to bond. Okay? Just normal feelings of romance and wanting to be romanced, and that's all I'm saying. And that is all you're saying, and I like it. It's a good feeling. Over here, the Wheel of Fortune, Devil, Six of Cups. I got someone here who claims they know you, and they're not parting ways with you anytime soon. This is coming across as like, to be clear, I don't know where they are in approximation to you. Right now, they're saying they'll never let this bond go, ever. It's emotional codependency, possibly spiritual. I'm never going to let this go. It means too much to me. I can't live without it. You couldn't pry my cold dead fingers off of this. So we're going to clarify and see how far that goes, because the devils, like the Five of Swords, they all have different shades of depth and meaning attached to them. As Wheel of Fortune, whatever that is, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. Even if it's detached from you, like physically, it's still like, I'll always be connected to you. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Four Swords of the Lovers. Yeah, you want to put the best of your energy into something. You're like, I've thought about it. I'm leaning towards the Lovers. I know I said Two of Cups, but I actually want like the strongest connection possible. But, really, I just hope that whatever it is I go next feels as strongly about me as I do about them. You just want it to be fair. At least fair from the heart. But you're like, I really would like a strong new beginning and a strong connection, though, because I have given it a lot of thought. And so you have. Now, I'm not saying you're perfect, but it does, nobody is. But I am saying your energy is either in alignment or it's not. And yours very much is. We're going to go ahead and clarify you. And starting with that King of Wands over there, who's looking mighty fine. It's like, I spruced myself up and I'm ready. Let's do this. I'm ready to be romanced. And I'm ready to put it out there too. right? And that's a very strong. Now, King of Wands and Queen of Wands, they don't always directly just represent passion, as I often say, the ambition, trailblazers. Okay, I gotta be me, right? But yes, absolutely. Excuse me, absolutely. They can very much embody that sense of physical attraction, you know, and then the energy that goes along with that. So let's see that King of Wands. Let's see that King of Wands, please. And hopefully that lover, whoever that is, they're ready for the investment too, because that's technically a shared line. We'll get to that. Let's see that King of Wands, please. Let's see that King of Wands. Okay. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, the Fool. Back up. The Magician. You've been holding back from a new beginning, but you're like, no more. No more. No more holding me back. You're like, I've done my time in caution land. And so you have Four of Pentacles, and the Fool tends to be a little bit more reserved. You know, I don't know that I'm ready for a new beginning. I'm leaning towards one. I'm not ready yet, but it's there. One day I'll get the feeling and I'll really own it. And it seems like today is that day. So you're really owning that feeling today. Background noise suggests you've been holding off. You've been holding off. And you're like, I don't want to hold off anymore. I want to manifest. I want to manifest now. You know, so I like that blast there. So you're coming from a space of being caution, or am I ready? My feelings, are they in alignment like the tarot lady says? And like, okay, I don't think I'm in a space now where I can keep holding back, and I don't want to. Does that mean I'm ready? More often than not, yes. Okay, so you really get to determine your own set of readiness. Like with the Fool, I have to say that all the time. The Fool's ready when the Fool's ready is when the Fool is ready. He's not typically associated with time. It's just that sense of, are you ready, or are you forcing yourself? And it doesn't look like you're forcing yourself, because you are full on manifesting, okay? Not once, but twice, from a space of passion as well as from a space of love. And that's the soft romantic kind right there. So, good job. I feel like I've been seeing stuff like this for you recently, and I'm here for it, honey. I'm absolutely here for it. I love it. I love seeing a Cancer open up. It's like looking at sunshine. Well, I know you're not supposed to, but okay, it's feeling the sun. It's like, oh, it's such a nice, beautiful day. And that's what it looks like when Cancer's ready to open up from the heart. Everything just feels nicer. Everything feels softer. Everything feels warm and inviting. And it's nice to see that for you. And I've had a couple of these for you. I have to think about it. But yeah, going backwards in the old database there. Yeah, you've had a couple of these. I don't know that it's consistent enough to be a collective change overall, but it's nice to see this for you. Okay. Let's see that Knight of Cups. Just don't show me any fragmentation. You'll be fine. Don't show me any fragmentation and you're golden. You're great. Just keep on, honey. Keep on. Keep on with that authentic feeling. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, and the King of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. There it is, a little bit of hesitation. There's something here about the authority of your heart being just so. Man, you needed some reassurance. Whoever it is you're coming from, you needed some reassurance. There's something here your heart had to pull away from. Just FYI, just side note, I am obligated to bring it up. I don't want to go into it if you don't want to go into it. Is that you really had to learn to detach your heart from a particular loyalty in order to get this kind of allowance. So here we see the hold back attachment. Why you held back and wanting to make sure that you were correct, or that it's time, or that it's ready. A big part of that space, I see it now here, is a sense of spiritual preoccupation that you had to detach yourself from somebody who represents commitment, or rather emotional loyalty on your part. With the King of Cups there, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Swords showing me a little bit of uncomfortableness. It's, I want to open up in feeling. I've been holding back, but sometimes you still struggle with this sense of loyalty, emotional loyalty, from what I'm assuming then is an old construct. Okay, that's pretty normal. I'd call that normal. That's healthy. Especially if you're coming from a place of absence, or but abstinence, not just sexually, but emotionally and spiritually. Okay. You've been refraining because you're still detaching from something else. All right. You know, little residual loyalty stuff, excuse me. That's normal. The point is that you're more ready now today, and you mean it, than you were yesterday when you weren't quite as sure. Okay? All right. The Magician. Let's say that Magician. Yeah, very normal. Some people will hang back for months, seasons, other people years, because there's still that part in the heart that says, I was loyal to that for this long. And there's that old twitch of guilt. And it's like, and then you remember, oh yeah, freedom, bitch. Like I can go, I'm free to over. Oh, there's that moment where it clicks. You're like, oh, no, that's, God, that's, wow. No, that's over. That's over. That's over. That's over. That's over. I'm ready for new. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Let's see that Magician, please. Let's see that Magician. Ace of Wands. And the Two of Swords and Judgment. Yeah, okay, cool. You want to kind of strike while the iron is hot. And there's something here you want to talk to, or someone clearly you want to talk to, and there's a little hesitation about, is this again, you're like, is this the right time? Is this the right time? Are my words correct? You're showing me an emphasis on words and timing. So here we have that sense of timing here with Judgment. Am I spiritually ready? I think so, honey. Yeah. Your hesitation, what you're showing me, is polite. It's polite. It's not so bad that I think you're holding yourself back. Big difference. I don't think you're talking yourself out of anything. It's just you need reassurance. You need reassurance. So you're showing me I need reassurance in my motivation, my energies, my love, my spiritual self, and now your mental self is involved. So you're doing really polite checks with yourself. Are these the words I want to use? Is that who I want to start talking to? Oh, so it's discernment, and that's okay. Because you're thinking about lessons and what we've learned and how to convey ourselves and good representation practices. That's all in there. Okay, I want you to trust yourself, trust your words. Everything that you're feeling is correct, and I got news for you, baby. You're manifesting anyway. I want you to use it, lean into it, tap into it, because you're doing it anyway, so you might as well take ownership of it, fully and completely, and maybe that will help you eradicate the last of your doubts, Because when someone's really not ready, they'll show me. They'll show me. With you, it's like polite. Should I hesitate here? So I don't know who you're talking to, but you're like, correctness, timing, you're supposed to wait 3 days, that old bullshit, whatever it is. You're overthinking it just a little bit, but not enough to set yourself back. So again, I just be aware of that. So it looks like here in the near future, we're using our words. Okay. Mind you, you've given this a lot of thought, so I want you to trust that instinct. 2 of Cups. Let's see it. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. Let's see that 2 of Cups, please. Seven, the Empress, the 5 of Cups. Okay. All right. So I see you wanting to connect here from the heart from someone that you say is a VIP, or you've identified as someone who is an important person. They have some shadows attached to their heart space. I don't know why, but you would know them best. There is a past representation, so you might know this person personally, and that extends that you are familiar with their 5 of Cups, their sorrows, or some regrets or losses. I don't know. But you actually have a lot of common with this person in that respect of disappointment and hurt and heartache. And this seems to be a bonding principle for you too. So this is someone you know, or you think very well of, very highly of, but from the heart. And it's like, I know your sufferings, I've been through them too. So there is a bonding principle here, and I see us opening up to this person, and they seem to be a receptor. Otherwise, there wouldn't be anything to bond over. You can't bond over what you're not engaging with. So whichever this is it's unfolding in its own particular way, but you two have a lot in common from the heart, particularly where experience of the heart is concerned. So you must be familiar with something to do with their sorrows, and I see that's how you two are exchanging. It's like, I understand where you've been disappointed and hurt. Me too. Stuff like that. Okay. That's beautiful. So I want to kind of show me a little extra layer of caution with your words there. It's something about you convey that just so. You also want to represent your own way, what you've been through, and your own sense of readiness, which is a very Cancerian thing. How you bond to people is through relation, mostly emotion, as you might expect from a water sign. So, okay. Let's jump on over here to that. Wheel of Fortune, Devil, Six of Cups. Okay. I'll play along. Let's take a look-see. All right, let's take a look at that Wheel of Fortune. Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. Oh, there you are. I know, honey, you manifesting hardcore. That's you and the Magician now 3 times. FYI. So I want you to lean more into what you're asking the universe for anyway. Every now and again, that mental thought of, am I ready? Yeah, I think you are. Okay. I just want you to take ownership of your manifestation, because when people don't, we often get the results we want, but then we're in a position to deny them because we ourselves never fully owned it. You understand me? So in other words, don't be surprised if you get what you asked for. Just because you're not fully embracing it doesn't mean it's not being acknowledged. So there's that. The Wheel of Fortune, just FYI. FYI, that's all I'm saying. Tower, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is someone who lost rank in your heart. Well, I'm happy that they're showing me the Six of Cups. You and I go way back. Where the hell are you? You and I go way the hell back. Where are you? I used to have your love. Used to. Just thought I'd distinguish that flavor profile real quick. I'm a faux foodie, so I say things like flavor profile and palate cleanser a lot. I apologize. I don't mean to sound like that person, but I actually kind of am. Like I said, it's a faux foodie at best. All right, the Tower, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Someone here lost rank in your heart, your love for them, whatever. But it was a Six of Cups for sure. At some point, it became a little too emotionally clingy, bad, abrasive, emotionally abusive. I hope not. But that's a radical expulsion of the heart and everything that it stood for. Once upon a time, I'm sure it was a healthy Six of Cups. And that's what they're trying to focus on, is the time you and I have together. Well, time doesn't mean shit it doesn't mean shit if it adds up poorly. Okay? And that's what I get a lot from people, is really to make good on investment theory. We've been together forever, and that means what? What do we have to show for it? You and I have very broken patterns of distrust or imbalances, pain, and we keep trying to cram it together and act like it's cool and make it work, but it's not. I'm barely functioning. And you say you like this, and yet you wouldn't choose anything different, yet here we are. Neither one of us seems to be too healthily attached to each other for the right reasons. So, no. And this is where I personally advocate you throw investment theory out the window. I put so much time into you, and look how good it's done us both. And that takes 2 people. You have to invest in each other poorly to get poor results. So I don't know what went down, but this person's using time as their main argument to keep this going despite the clear absence of love. This was a matter of time. It was likely headed in this direction. But someone here is showing classic at this point. I don't even know if it's soul bond so much as we've been together forever, and I don't expect that to change. It's not supposed to change. Okay, Devil. I really want to move on to this Empress that you can bond so well with from the heart. You both have experienced regret, losses, and remorse and pain, and you're familiar with their disappointment. I'm not sure how else to put that, but you are familiar with it, or you can at least speak unto it, and I think that's why you're choosing your words so well, but it bonds you both. Perhaps you two, I dare say it, given the Seven of Cups, there used to be an option towards each other. and it didn't work, and you still find that to be a bonding element. I really don't know. But I have to say, despite your caution here and there, you two actually have a lot of emotional common ground. That's interesting. You both know what it is to be hurt, disappointed, lost, regret, remorse. Anyway, over here, let's get back to that devil. Four of Wands, Six of Wands, Four of Cups. I don't like how this person is perceiving your two's former relationship. Former. Like I said, they're showing me too much of a circular pattern. 4 and 4 over the devil. This is no good. This is no good. The 4s over the devil is... It's not that it's a complicated pattern, but it's a deeply enmeshed one. In other words, it ain't changing, as we know. It's circular. And then you put the devil on top of that. We want it to be. We expect it to not change. Whatever this relationship is to them represents a form of more to do with unhealed arrogance about relationship success, in the sense that we've always been together, we always will be. So it's coming across again once more as negative possessive at the emotional level, using once more time as a construct to justify it. This is no good. They got a lot of work to do in and of their own right. I don't know why I'm seeing them, except for the fact that they are clearly holding on to you from the heart. In all the worst ways. They really think that they're entitled to hold on to you. They can't see it any other way. And that's coming once more from a place of arrogance. Even though, Four of Cups, they recognize that this has been a very unhappy one, they're like, it's also mine. It's my unhappiness, and I'm not going to part ways with it. So this person has taken past... They've really romanticized everything that's wrong about the relationship and why it's theirs and theirs and theirs. They wouldn't have it any other way. It's kind of like saying, when you and I are together, we're fucked up. And they're like, but it's our fucked up, honey. See, do you hear it? I wouldn't have it any other way. I would. So I don't know how long we were in that. I don't know. You're at the point, however, where you've made enough progress where you feel comfortable for a new beginning, specifically in love, and being open to that. And every now and again I see a twitch to that sense of loyalty. Anyway, I don't like that. This is unhealthy. Over that devil, that's no good. That doesn't add up very well. It adds up, just not very well. All right, let's see that Six of Cups once more from this person's perspective, because it's there and I got a job to do. And then we'll move over here. Let's see that Six of Cups, please. Judgment's in reverse. Oh, good. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. This person's not listening to lessons. They really thought or think still that this has a shot in hell. It's got a snowball's chance in hell, maybe. This is that person's like, tell me. So what you're telling me is that I still have a chance. No. Honey, someone's failure to absorb lessons is not your problem. They're not listening. They still think that this, mind you, is not a new beginning. This is renewed. This is renewed. Okay. I can give more to this. We can have a brand new day, you and I, but they're not listening here to Judgment. No, why would they? That needs to heal. That needs to be on its own. That needs to be doing its own thing. I'm not interested in it anymore. All right, over here. This is the Ace of Pentacles, however, for which you have given thought. Let's take a look. I don't know what this is, but I like how your two heart spaces talk to each other actually pretty effectively. Let's see the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles, please. Oh, okay. That ain't too bad. I was like, where are we in time? Like, that's not too bad. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. The Emperor, the Sun. Nice, 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 nice. I told you, man. I called it. I fucking called it. I think I literally said the words new dawn, new day. Or something close enough to it. Yeah, you're all about that business, baby. I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. Look at that. The Emperor, the Sun, the Hermit, full ownership here of this new beginning and everything it means. Like, you are so ready for this. Do you see how your Ace of Pentacles differs from that I dismissed? This is someone who's ready for a reset. This is someone who's done their work. This is someone who is mindful of their development of character, what they've learned and why. Okay? And I like how you don't, with all due respect about where you came from, you've moved far enough away from this. For some of you, it's a year from now. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. Anyway, from some of you, you've moved far enough away from this that you really are ready for a new beginning. And you believe it, and you don't even reflect on this, or even if you do your best not to. I can see where sometimes you think about your old conflicts when it comes to loyalty. I can see why. But for the most part, you've done a phenomenal job. You didn't rush anything. You are authentically connected to this. I love it. But I love how you are respecting yourself, and you're going to make really a brand new beginning for yourself that you enjoy, love, deeply attached to, feel empowered by. Whatever this was represents anti-empowerment. This is empowerment. Like a new dawn, new day, new beginning, all that jazz. It's gorgeous. Let's see that Four of Swords. So that means then in some way this person understands that too, right there on the split. So the Emperor and Empress are now on the board. Okay. Ultimately, they want their equals, not their lessers. And that's true empowerment. You know? I'm not asking someone to catch up to me where I'm at, or to understand that relationships should be healthy and productive, challenging appropriately. Right, I want my equal. I shouldn't have to train anybody up. This kind of thing. I know what I'm walking into, and they should too. They should know who they are. I know who I am. I want that person who knows themselves. Okay? All right. It's very attractive quality. It's not arrogance or confidence when someone says, I know who I am. I'm not perfect, but I like me. Are you someone you can honestly say you like yourself? And you want the best, not just for you, but whomever you're connected with. Are you that person? Right? Four of Swords. Ace of Wands. There's that communication. Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Just be aware of that, and that is something you're actively working on. I saw a hint of it over here, and this is where some of you doubt yourself, is when it comes time to talk. I want you to stop that, or at least realize it's futile. You're able to bond with this person emotionally, and yes, you're going to rely initially on communication to do exactly that. I promise you don't overthink the words, but you know this. That's why I'm not too worried about it. And them too. It's over the Four of Swords. Okay, so some of you have a tendency, and that's probably based on the old pattern you had with this person, is self-sabotage through communication, not fully represent yourself, not fully step into the conversation. I'm afraid if I say that, they'll see me as a real person and I'll scare them off. No, that's the person we need to see. Okay? We know this. If we're going to talk, let's talk. I'm not going to filter shit in my... Don't get me wrong. There's a sense of good representation here, but I'm not going to overly censor myself, and I'm not going to say anything I don't mean. And if I do mean something, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to trust myself that I'll use the right words to connect to that. So I'm glad that you're keeping this in mind. Good. Good. Okay? I saw a little hesitation around your words. They're important to me, but this tends to be, for some of you, what represents your weakness, and that's okay. The thing is that you're already working through it. You're bigger than that. You know that. All right. So trust yourself. I like the work that you've done over then that perceived weakness. All right. All right. The Lovers. Let's see the Lovers, please. Let's see the Lovers, please. Justice, the Moon, and the High Priestess. We strongly feel in our own, this is very quiet, with the High Priestess and the Moon and Justice. So this is more of an internalized activity that's being recognized on both sides, that you are each other's due course or karmic balance in some way, spiritually or otherwise. It's what you deserve, it's what they deserve. I told you two have a mutual bonding over the heart space and that sense of sadness and disappointment. You both share this, and you are eventually able to talk about it quite freely. But inside, there's a working mechanism here literally being shared between these two folks, and it's all spiritual, okay? So it's not exactly spoken. It might be later, but for now, just understand that when we start connecting to this and we stop fearing our words and we feel like we're in tune with it, we're represented, etc., you're going to feel it internally, quietly, that yours two's is the connection that each other deserves. And I already kind of saw that. That was the whole thing with the Emperor and Empress, but it's a quiet knowledge on the inside where the both of you can feel it, and it's going to be a gorgeous feeling. We're each other's due. I like that. I like it a lot, actually. We're each other's due. We are karmically balanced correctly, you know? I like the quiet acknowledgement of that. You're going to feel like each other's equals, or you're meant to be, you know? If I didn't go through this, I wouldn't know what the hell I was working with over here, and that's true for a lot of people, okay? But we understand what unhealthy attachment is, and now we're very much invested in healthy attachment, balanced attachment. Okay. What else in here? What else in here, please? Memory, nostalgia. There's that Six of Cups. I see that for that person. There's the investment theory. We've been together forever and a day. I'm not going to let you go. Remember, awakening, receive, open up. Okay. So despite the past, I want you to remember your hard-learned awakening. Look at that open hand gesture. Several times, 3 times actually. Be open, be open, be open, like this. Okay? Open up. There it is. And I see that with the words a couple times. First in contemplation about contact, and then how are your words going? You've been healing over this. I want you to continue to reflect on it as well. Are you censoring, or are you allowing your words to come out to the best of your abilities? And that's how you know you're more or less on track. Okay? But just be open to not just give, but also receive. Right? The whole point is that we're connecting from the heart, so we want to receive it back. But yeah, open up, reach out, whatever that is. It's been signified there 3 times. Wow. When you're ready. All right. There's something better. You don't say. Let me tell you something. Because I have the sneaking suspicion, and I listen to my sneaking suspicions, intuition. Some of you might have been told by we know who. There's nothing better for you out there. Wrong. Massive red flag that anybody would say that. This person, they might be the kindest, sweetest person on the outside, or perhaps the exact opposite, cruel, mean, small. I don't know. It's not about looks, is it? Some of the kindest, sweetest people I've ever met, I've met them on the surface. And you get to know them a little bit, and you're like, you're not, it stops on the outside for you, doesn't it? Anyway, massive red flag. That is projection too. For them, in their mind, there's nothing better. So they got to cling to what they understand they have. But no, don't ever let anybody talk to you like that. Ever. That's not true. It's like, I have a feeling, not only can I do better than you, I will definitely do better without you. bare minimum. There's something better out there, always. So anyway, my point is, if any of you heard the opposite of that, or you've ever had any doubts or misgivings, just please know there's something better than anything that would use those kind of manipulation tactics in order to keep you around. It's coming from a bad place. Opportunity. Yes, there is new opportunity here. I've seen it. I hope you have too. Cancer. Oh. Lest we forget, we have the letter M as in mother, O-Z. We have the 4-leaf clover. Touch of luck, never hurt anybody. And then we have the medallion of Scorpio. Some very prominent Scorpio in your chart could be connecting to. Their season might be important to you as well. Okay. Cancer, honey, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well.